out here. I gotta take this from behind my ear. Check it out. Magic. Check it out as promised. Yep. Put it on in, Jim. Let's get this rise and shine on. Hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana, mushroom, motivation time. That's right. I told you I would be doing my medicines. I told you I was going to heal where it hurt. And as manifested, not predicted, it got me some magic for my brain. And magic for my brain. Sounds like a shirt. Anyway, we here. Boom, baby. Boom. You already know the morning walk. You already know my morning routine. If you watch my show, you already know I get the burps. And then I wake up and I'm in the game. And this morning I was like, you know what? Let's tear it out the frame. Last night I had a little piece. I've been missing my morning workouts the last couple days. I went at night. It was so nice out. It's nice out right now, but whoo, Lord have mercy knows I had to get these sunglasses on. It is bearing down on your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all sun, baby. That's all sun, and this is all smile. So we're gonna heal where it hurts. That's what we got to do. We got to get into it. It's not going to get done for us. And that's what I found out this morning. Reason why most of us are so negative or stuck is because it requires effort to get the fuck out. Let me brighten the screen. I can barely see. There we go. There we go. Now I can see. Boom, baby, boom. Can you see me? Look at this one little piece. One little motherfucking piece is going to change the game. So, hold up. I can't stand the taste of these. Okay? I cannot stand the taste of these. Sorry, I brought an apple. And usually I eat them with chips if anybody's interested. And usually I make a tea. So, the tea's the easy part. You just crunch them up and it gets done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just crunch it up and put it in like coffee. You know, I usually throw in a little celestial blend tea or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever I have, I put the little tea bag. I tea bag my own tea, bro. I tea bag my own tea, bro. That's right. So, in honor of my lost son, in honor of my grief, in honor of my mind, I take this medicine. Now, most people won't see it as medicine. Most people will see it as derogatory. If you can see it, you can see like there's some green here. This blue is what you're looking for. That's the psilocybin. This is such a beautiful piece, you know? And this is the piece I need inside of my mind. When we're inside of our heads, when we're practicing jealousy, it is so easy to be jealous and say, oh man, that person has a person, this person has a vehicle, this person has a house, this person has travel, this person has money. And I forget counting someone else's stacks. I forget to count my own. And I'm saying me, it's we, it's all of us, right? Beer till death, baby, beer till death. But for us to get better inside of our brains, it's going to take some reframing. And as I did this last night, it reframed me, right? It gave me a little piece. I could actually feel some of the lobes in my brain start switching up. I could actually feel it going down, right? Like I could feel something shifting. Now, I've smoked some HHC weed before. I don't know if you have or not, but part of the gig is to feel it in your brain. Like you can feel it. Like you've had a headache. Most people have had a headache and they just feel it. Like, it hurts right here, right? Or usually by the temple. I felt something shift. So when I smoke the HHC, I can feel it in different parts of my brain. When I was taking part of my mushrooms, I could feel it in different parts of my brain. I could feel my brain starting to shift and heal itself. Like I could actually feel it going like, yo, you need some endorphins or whatever medicine or magic's happening it's going to shift it to a certain part of my brain. Now, here's the starter kit. 3 things. 1, you're going to be like, why does he have this? Well, this stuff is very magic, tends to be a little fibrous, and it gets stuck between your teeth, and that's the one thing that I hate. Not only do I hate the taste, love the effects, but hate the taste. So that's what the apple's for. Or chips. I highly recommend corn chips. I've been telling people I would show you how I was going to microdose. This is how I do it. So let's get it in. And then I'm going to talk about reframing our brains. Let's get it, shall we? So, down the hatch. I like to honor my medicine. Such a beautiful little plant. I'm grateful to have it. I'm grateful to have my life. Makes me tear up. I haven't been so loving of my life. I needed the extra help. The grief was far too much for me to bear, and so is the regret. I'll never forgive myself, and I need the healing. So, in honor of those that have lost a lot, lost a life, lost love, lost their minds, I've lost it all, and I still stand here battling for more. So this is my battle back. This is the way I fight back from all the tears when I'm crying in the morning or crying by myself or crying in the car. Most people would never know because as men, we're not supposed to show. And I think it's the most toxic thing we can do is to be looked at by a woman and say, oh, you're weak because you're crying. I'm weak because of a woman. I had given myself an opportunity, thank you, Mr. Hummingbird, to have love and have a family and have a child, and I blew it. I blew it with my anger, I blew it with my fear, and I blew it with my temper. I've listened to some friends recently, and we're all blowing it. You know, my buddy's like, before I get irrational and irritable and irate, I need to relax, take a breath, and recalculate. And brother, you ain't said nothing but the truth. So here we go. To all those that need it, tears, flow, life. Let's go. Down the hatch. Let's go. Chips, man. Way better than apple. The taste is horrible. It tastes horrible, but needed it. Need the healing. Need the laughter. Need the uptick in my brain. Now, normally, if anybody's watching my show, I'm usually cheaping, but I don't want to be sedated anymore. It's escapism. And you already know Saint's addiction. It's an addiction. An addiction to calm. Hell yeah, spit out that water, girl. An addiction to calming myself. Numbing myself, not feeling anything. And if you don't feel anything, you're not living. Normally I don't eat on the show. I can't stand hearing people chew, but I need it inside me. Like I said, I have a little coffee maker, grind it up, put it in the coffee filter, put the Celestial Blend tea on it, use it, tie it up, put it inside the glass jar, let it steep like tea, and drink it a cup at a time. Yeah. I can kind of taste it. So I'll eat more. Yeah. Breakfast is served. All right. Not bad. Only tasted it a couple times. Go for the walk. Let's go for this walk. Whew. Whew. Man alive. I can almost start feeling it function on my brain. Like I could feel a line right here between my spheres of my brain. So important, you know, with how it works. It's the effort. It's like the person that didn't pick up his dog shit, even though the dog park's right here with trash cans, right? Like it's literally right here, and yet you literally let your dog take a shit, dog. That's us. That's us not calculating our shit, not picking up after ourselves, and not doing the work after the shit's been done. It is so much easier to blame someone else. You know, since we're children, we've learned that by accepting responsibility, we're accepting guilt. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. I don't know what was planted here, but I love it when the desert trees get some water. Yeah. Oh, water. Yeah. It's probably the only last place to have grass, to be honest with you. They're cutting. We're so in a drought. We can't even have grass at homes anymore. They're all zero-scaped, rock-scaped, so that we can escape the water crisis. We don't want to escape our crises. We kind of want to complain about them. It's so much feeling of a power, right? Almost like the illusion of control over someone else. It's a feeling of power, kind of like the illusion that money gives us, that we have power. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll just buy you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how much is it? Okay? You know, and what it isn't is how much energy is being transferred. A lot of us don't talk that way. We ain't talking in energies. We're not talking in effort. Energy, effort. We'll come up with another E. But that's where we're at. This society where dopamine's pumped out on a level we've never even seen before. It's literally one of the most addictive substances on the planet. It's not really a substance. You know, it's more of a chemical. It's really hard because most of the times we do substances that pertain to chemicals, that have chemicals inside of it, right? Like the chemical that we have inside of us that makes us feel, look how cute this kid is running away from his mommy. How cute is that? Looking back, like, you still there? Running for the playground. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm running for my mental health. Just like everybody else, you know, I want to feel happy when I wake up. And if we start cramming the social media off of our phones into our systems, guess what ends up happening? We end up getting addicted to the dopamine. Now, I'm honest about my addictions. You know, that's why I called it Saints addiction. I was going to stay on my weed. And to be honest with you, I'll probably still be on my weed. That's just who I am. You know? And to the kids that can play together, so cool, you know. I love it. Good morning. And we all have to get along, you know. We all have to figure out why plastic is still on the ground, but You got to get the plastic pocket challenge right here. And yes. And throw it away. So here it is, right? It's easy to stay jealous. It's easy to stay angry. It's easy to be the 7 deadly sins, right? Like it happens to all of us. Blame someone else, not take accountability. And because we do these things, we now stay in a zone of unhappiness. We literally have predicted ourselves, one more plastic challenge, predicted ourselves to stay unhappy. Now, obviously, I just swallowed a mushroom and I'm battling not for happiness. It's not a happy pill. What it is it's awareness, right? I'm making my brain aware that I am alive, that I am a part of this system, you know, this nature system, that I'm a being like everyone else that has fear and issues. And I mean, I'm looking at the ladies now, they're taking care of their kids, but they're morbidly obese. And it's like, sure, you had the kid, but do you have to keep the 50, 75 pounds around you? Not being judgmental, I'm saying we can see it. We can see mental unbalance. We can see ourselves out of whack. We think that we're so covered up. I'm a badass bitch. I'm showing my tits. I'm on top of the bar. And you're like, you're our desperation. Somebody should have told you no when you were a kid. And now you're going to get validation from somewhere else outside of yourself. That in itself is a problem, right? Like, I don't really use the word problems. It's a challenge, right? The challenge is doing things for yourself. You know, I mean, it's so easy when we want to compete against each other because you're like, well, shit, I want what they got. So I'll do whatever it takes to get what they got instead of I'll do whatever it takes to be who I am. And that going to be taking effort. You know who you are. You know what your habits are. You know your patterns. Like we all do. We all have patterns, and there's no excuse. It's the way that we have trained ourselves. Since we were little, we found coping mechanisms. We found ways to appease ourselves and feel at ease, right? We all want to feel calm, but it's more than just smoking a bong. It's like, did you stretch your body out and get the, I don't want to call it tenaciousness, but to get the tension out of ourselves, right? When I'm stretching my back, I'm releasing all of that stress and pain and energy that's stuck inside me. And after I've released it through stretching and exercise, now I've given myself the time to heal myself, right? Not only just for the mushrooms, but to relieve myself of some stress. And it's so ironic that my stress-free is a walk, right? Like anybody can go for a walk. It's so amazing that our brains will transform around exercise, that we start providing ourselves with the dopamine inside. The endocrine system starts taking over, and we start developing ourselves inside of our minds. And it's so amazing that, yes, we're blessed that this nature provides us with medication and natural remedies, you know, for toothaches to headaches to, you know, heartaches. We have natural medicines that are given to us in our lives that we can heal ourselves. You know, notice as I touch my heart, my buddy just had a heart attack, and he's about my age, and it's shocking, you know, to know that I could have just lost a buddy and 100% blockage, 80% blockage on his heart. He's literally stuck. His heart was literally stuck from beating, and it's such an amazing transformation of events to say, holy shit, I could die. Holy shit, I gotta eat better. The diet that I'm swallowing not only is a diet of my mind, but it's a diet of my body, and that it does matter. You know, more than whatever money I thought I was chasing for, or whatever things that I own, they all sit still when you're dead. I think of King Tut and King Tutankhamun and just all the amazing things that we found inside of his tomb he didn't get to play with. You don't get to take it with you. And what you leave here is the experience people have with you. I've blown past trust so many times because I don't know, it's because I was raised that way, actually. I was raised to tell, like, kind of like, I heard Trump say his dad tell him, trust no one. You know what I mean? I was raised to tell people that, sure, everything's shiny and I might be charismatic and smiley, but I'm also a dick. I'm also an asshole. At any minute when the ships go down, I can go 0 to 100 real quick, real fucking quick. And the person say 0 to crazy and lickety split. You know what I mean? Like, I can go like that, and I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. All of us, this anger issues is so easy to stay angry. It's really hard to work your way out of angry. It's really hard to work your way towards understanding. We don't want to do that kind of work because it's just easier to just blame somebody. It's just so much easier to just go, you're wrong, I'm right. And if you weren't so fucked up, everything would be all right. And it's like, we're all fucked up. Hence why I did the mushrooms, and it's been, I'm okay to say it's not okay. It's okay to say, hey, I'm grieving. I'm heartbroken. I'm upset. Things didn't work out the way that I wanted them to. I blame myself a lot. And in that blaming, I've been bitch whipping myself too much inside my head. I had to forgive myself. Forgiveness, not an easy thing. Not on the shelf, not can't buy that for $3. Forgiveness is expensive, bro. And it's the most freeing experience. I mean, again, it's like the mushrooms. They're free to me. They were given to me for me to have my own healing. And now we got the other situation. Look at her, she's racing her. Too cool. Too cool. That's the energy. That's the energy that keeps her alive. He's the energy for her to stay alive. That's why I feel about children. That would have been the best blessing of my life. And I've always felt that way. For me to not attain fatherhood, I was broken, still broken, unforgiven. And to find forgiveness in myself for something that I consider horrendous, I don't have it. I have the words, I don't have it, woulda, shoulda, coulda, can't, these kind of things. I just, I wish I had all the solutions, and I'm sure you do too. I think the biggest thing is self-attributes, right? Like inside of ourselves, and what are we putting into ourselves to get our attributes out of ourselves? Everyone has virtues, everyone has addictions. We can tell ourselves to put more energy towards one instead of the other. There's a way for us to switch our energies. All of us want to be confident. All of us want to be happy. And it's not easy. It's going to take some work. We always watch athlete or actors, especially, they kind of almost like athletes, but actors that have lost a bunch of weight, concentrated on a role, transformed their body. We'd like to watch them transform in front of us and go, oh, look at this guy lose a bunch of weight for this role, or watch him transform for this other role and become an athlete. And you're like, sure, that's Marvel, sure, that's what do you call that, superhero shit, right? But we can all be superheroes in our own world. You can be your own hero in your own story. And that's what I did for myself. I had too many days where I started to get too much of the same. Even if I did go out and go for a walk or whatever, it wasn't enough. I had to break my monotony. I had to break the stalemate that was going on in my brain. And as I'm here, I can feel, the difference. I needed to feel an edge in my brain. It's almost like the steroids, like I feel like I need it. I need this thing that can make me stronger and better. And I was on some, I'm going to eat the foods that heal me, versus injecting the shit that doesn't feel me. You know what I mean? Look, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, blessed. All that energy flying over me, creeping up on into the show. And that's what we do. Look at that. Nothing like, look at that. He already had the umbrella. Him, her, I don't know. But to sit in the grass and just get the sun on your legs, that's free. And me to go for this walk, free. No one's charging me. And The other things are free, free drinks at the bar when you put money in the machine. I know it's free drinks around here in Vegas when you're gambling. That is fucking cool. Yes. Look at this chick. Yes. Good job. So, I mean, anybody could pull up free. We could pull into our minds and say, hey, man, I want to be away from this feeling, and not in a dangerous way where I'm like, yo, I want to grab it and grab some alcohol or grab a smoke and escape. I know I'm escaping. It feels tough. The energy, that kind of energy, it feels tough. It's going to be tough on our brains. And that's why I needed to equal out the playing field. I knew that I needed to find some natural remedies. If my stomach were to hurt, I'd get some peppermint. When my head hurts, you might grab some aspirin. I'm grabbing the medicine that makes me feel better inside. And as much as I hate the taste, almost like we hate the taste of our responsibilities, right? Almost like when we hate the taste of, what's the word I'm looking for? Hate the taste of accountability. It's the thing that gets us out of it. It's the thing that gives us our power back and go, you're in control of your mouth. You're in control of your mind to be able to say, what do I swallow? My eyes, what am I swallowing? Am I grabbing that one dude that always posts something about people doing something violent? Am I glued to the TV with my MMA? Yeah, dude, I mean, something about it is responding to me. We as people do it. You might be a chick and you're just like, why do I always watch nail videos? It's like something about a purse has me wrapped around its finger instead of the purse wrapped around my shoulder. The power's in us, man. The choices are ours. And I've made some really shitty choices. I definitely shouldn't have been fighting with my baby mama. Should have kept my cool. Should have stayed under composure. I shouldn't have brought weed with me to South Korea. Ask Brittany Griner, no means no in some countries, and they will use you as a power tool. And then I should be activating myself. In all times that I have downtime, if I have enough time to lean, I have enough time to clean. I pump a lot of work into social media just because I make a lot of products, and that's marketing. But damn if I can't just get off the phone and the addiction and move myself along. Make myself move away from my patterns and give myself a chance for a new way of thinking and feeling. If I stay on the same patterns, if my goal is to get it from the beer, then I'll always have to go to the beer to get it. Now, I won't always have to do mushrooms to get my mental health, but I will do it once in a while. Like I said, this is the micro dose. I got handfuls now to get me where I desire. A place where I can communicate in my brain. I can acknowledge my accountability. I can reframe the pain. I can put it in a different box. And that's what I'm doing. I'm letting myself out of the box, being free, like out with the sunshine and the exercise and the air. That's jump-starting me. I reinforced it with some mushrooms and some sleep. You gotta keep it healthy, and also eating more salads and greens. Listening to my buddy's heart attack and realizing that, sure, burgers taste good, but we can't eat 2 in a row, So extra bacon, extra cheese. We know, yes, please, what I'm saying? But that also means extra sit-ups, extra squats, extra walks, and not to clog our own arteries, but to free ourselves in the ability that we can heal ourselves and do what it takes to be a healed human being. Healed people heal people, hurt people. And I didn't want to hurt people anymore, and I didn't want to feel hurt anymore. And if you're with me on this, please like, share, and subscribe. Saints Addiction, all my heart from the start. It's your boy. And as always, peace and love. And Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. I want people to comment below. Tell me about your healing journey. Tell me about your mushroom trips. Tell me about your inner journey. And that's what I really would like to talk about. Have a blessed day. It's Friday. Stay in the shine. I'll see you next time. Peace. Ciao.